Welcome back to Sunday League Football. This is it. It's been 2 months in the waiting. It's our final 2 league games of the season. But this isn't 2 league games against just anyone. This is 2 league games against top of the league, unbeaten Stanford Town, who do stretches in pairs and have coaches in tracksuits. This is serious, boys. Real serious. Meanwhile, Nick's phoning various players to get him out of bed whilst the rest of the team kick balls in the back of the net. Preparation at its finest. Right, let's have an update on the table, the teams involved and the fixtures remaining. Do you like it? I made it myself. So mathematically, Stanford Town just need 1 win from their final 5 games to crown themselves champions. Meanwhile, the race for second is hotting up as Forest All-Stars complete their season on 48 points. Just 1 point from our final 2 games will make sure we finish above Forest All-Stars on goal difference. But then, of course, East Tilbury and Linford have a say in that as well, as they face up to the same task we do today. So that brings you up to date with things. Before we get going, I'm just going to explain what a double header is, because we do get a lot of questions around it. Double header matches usually crop up towards the end of the season, and the season itself has to finish on a certain date. What tends to happen throughout the season is certain games are abandoned due to the weather, or certain teams go on a bit of a cut run, meaning they can't fulfill their league games. In this case, Stanford Town did a bit of both. So to help them catch up, the league gives them double header matches, which consist of 2 60-minute games instead of 1 90-minute. Do you get it? Good, let's go. So things kick off with a long throw from Stanford Town. It's headed back out from Wayne. It falls to the original thrower, hits it first time on the half volley, and that goes over and on the roof. Here comes Stanford again with a long ball over the top. It hits Wayne on the back. He goes to clear it. It hits Keneal and falls to number 9, who strikes it first time, and that, yeah, you guessed it, on the roof. It's a joke. We only got him back a couple of weeks ago. Anyway, here's Jamie in the middle of the park winning the ball there as it falls to Sam. He's in the corner at this point with 2 men on him. He goes to take on number 3. He's taken out. Ref's not interested. He gets straight back up, takes the ball. He makes his way into the box, gives it to Connor, who gives it to Kyle, who gives it to Knowlesy. He takes a touch onto his left, shoots. It's deflected past the keeper, then cleared off the line. Agonising. Now it's Stanford's turn to come forward as the ball's played over the top to number 11. Super Dan's there to jockey him as he does a couple of step overs. He manages to take him on. Tomo's there with the slide, which takes the sting off the shot. Sean saves, the ball's in the air, and Jamie's there to stop number 10 from putting it in the back of the net. And here they come again as number 9 plays the ball through to number 11. He's called offside, but Sean's not to know, and he makes a fantastic save. Stanford Town really turning the screw now as number 7 comes forward. He gives it to the captain, number 8, as he finds himself one-on-one with Dan. He cuts inside, plays a lovely little ball into the box. It's dangerous, and it's number 10 that picks the ball up. He flicks it back onto the edge of there, and it's a beautiful volley from number 9, but it goes over the bar. Meanwhile, at the other end, Nick throws the ball into Keneal. He holds it up well, gives it back to Nick. He takes a touch, has a look, puts it into the box. Connor's there, Sam's there, but none of them stick it in the back of the net. Up the other end, it's Stanford Town with a long throw into the box. It's cleared only as far as number 7. It hangs for a bit. He manages to put it back out to number 3. No one challenges him. He puts it into the box. There's a bit of a scramble at this point as the ball finds itself across the 6-yard box, and number 9's there to poke it home, and that's 1-0 Stanford Town. And here they come again as number 13 plays the ball down the line to number 7. He puts it first time into the box to number 11. He tries to get the shot in. Super Dan blocks it, and Luke clears it only as far as the goal scorer, number 9. He takes the shot, but Tomo's there with a great defensive block. And that, my friends, is half time, and it sounds like Andrew is singing to himself. As usual, it's a quick drink and a smoke, and then both teams are ready for the second half. So things start off a little bit bright as Graham takes this long throw. It's headed on by Nick towards Connor, who's in on goal at this point, but he opts to pass it with his left towards Knowlesy. He takes a shot, keeper saves, and then number 3's there to clear it out for a corner. The corner's whipped in by Knowlesy, and it's Nick that gets his head on it. Off the bloody bar, and when I actually slowed it down, it was a great fingertip save by the keeper as well. Up the other end, it's number 13 who plays it through to number 10. He sees the overlap from number 7. He has a little look up, puts it into the box. It's cleared by Keneal, but only as far as number 10 as he takes Jamie on the outside here, shoots with the right. 2-0 Stanford Town. Here they come again as number 3 lofts the ball high into the box. Sean comes to get it. Number 11 backs into him. It comes off of Sean, and that is a corner kick. The corner's whipped into the box. And that's 3-0 Stanford Town. This is a prime example of what happens when you actually take your chances. Meanwhile, down the other end, Luke throws the ball into Nick on the turn, fires first time with the right. It looks to be going in, but the keeper makes a save and goes out for a corner. The corner's whipped in by Knowlesy, but it's cleared easily by Stanford. I think a lot of the guys were pretty much writing this one off and looking forward to the next game, but not Tomo. He was putting in 100% here as he makes this tackle, and then this 50-50 tackle he weren't backing out of either. That's just the general rule. Tomo doesn't back out. And this kind of reminds me of a time that we went bubble football at the start of the season. Check this out. All right, 3, 2, 1. Anyway, back to the football. It's Sean that launches this goal kick up towards the halfway line. Stanford win the ball. It's knocked on by number 11. Jamie picks it up, but he's beaten to it by number 10. And then cue Lionel Messi. Or maybe not. The best bit about this clip is Andrew's camera work here. He's not impressed either. Nope. So here comes Stanford again, and it's number 13 that wins it in the midfield. He plays it down to number 9, who gives it to number 11, who lets it run through his legs. He takes on Graham, cuts it back to number 8.
This is great banter. It really is.
So anyway, the goal kick's taken by Sean. And that, my friends, is full time, and Stanford Town get the win that they need, and they are now champions. Congratulations to them. Let's let them have their little moment. Alright, that's enough. We've still got one game remaining against this unbeaten side as we try to clinch second place. Will we do it? Find out in the next video. But in the meantime, be sure to follow the lads on Facebook and Twitter. It's @PalmersFC, and we'll see you in the next one.
Oh, he has absolutely buried that dive. Oh, look at that. And
I don't get much better than that. The perfect dive.
wait till you see what the judges have done. The perfect dive.